Play number 5. Here we go, my friends. This is titled The Horror. It's written by Jenna, Cady. It's directed by Unger, and it stars Magnolia Brown, Feeney, and Saren, Nofs, Snyder. The genre is adaptation, and the prop is a Rolodex. The line we're looking for is, I'm gonna go feed the chickens. The chickens don't care about my legal problems. Here is The Horror.
It is June. It is hot. It is a Saturday. We are in New Mexico. It is 1959, and while the air conditioning unit has been invented, the American education system has failed to provide my classroom with one. There's a knock on my classroom door. It's open. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Please, have a seat. The court has been adjourned. Joni, please. Well, what are we doing here? Or what are you two doing here? Do I still owe you?
What?
Oh, no.
Owe you what, money?
No, that's not. This is not the time for that. Okay. I'm sorry. Should I put on a pot of coffee or something? Yes, please. Thank you for making the time to meet us here. Oh, it's nothing at all. I was already here. God, honey, they're working you to death here.
What did she say about owing us money?
Oh,
Did you give her money?
It's nothing. It was... We were getting our hair done at the same time, and she was a few cents short. And you do not have to worry about that at all. I do not keep a tally about these things.
Maybe you should worry about it, Sherry. Wait till word gets out that you're giving his teacher money with everything that's going on. You can't tell anyone you did that.
What are you talking about? Is Ben in trouble? John, go close the door. Oh, please no, we need the air circulation. And lock it. We have, oh Lord, I don't even know how to start. We have found ourselves in a situation, and we need someone to help us figure it out. Someone who knows how these things work. Things.
Kids. Boys.
Okay, are we asking for dating advice or parenting advice? Because I am not the authority on either of those topics. No, of course you are. You know how kids work, and you know what happens when they get in trouble. Oh, gosh. Then I guess the better question is, are you here asking as a friend or your son's teacher? Well, we are here as your friends. And you are also a teacher who knows our son. Well, let's hear it then. Have you heard about Rebecca Dawson? About her? She's in my class.
She means, did you hear about her?
What? No. Rebecca's mother has been calling around all over town all morning trying to find Rebecca. Rebecca did not come home from school yesterday.
Why does nobody tell me anything? For heaven's sakes, I'm the girl's teacher.
And we haven't heard from Ben in about the same amount of time.
You don't know where he is?
No.
Do you have reason to believe they might be together? Right now?
John, tell her. Tell her what you saw.
Late last night, the dogs were barking. So I went outside to check it out. And nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but there was a light on in the barn. So I went to check that out. And when I got to the door, I thought I heard some kids messing around in the hayloft.
By messing around, he means...
I see.
And I thought, good for him. Thank God, maybe the weird kid is finally catching up. So I turned around and walked straight back to the house because it's none of my business what a young man does on a Friday night up in the loft of a barn.
And were they there when you checked in the morning? You did check, didn't you?
Yes, we checked.
And? Joni, there was a lot of blood.
Oh my, you think they hurt themselves?
No! You don't understand. I don't know how to explain this. There was blood everywhere. Something wrong must have happened up there. I can't even imagine it.
Have you called the police?
No,
Why not?
because he's our son. I can't send my son to prison.
I don't understand. Do you think Ben did it? Not an animal or a stranger?
Hasn't Ben been acting strange at school?
Don't start, Sherry.
No, I mean, he's quiet. He's always been quiet.
Our son is... I don't know. He's been frightening me
Sherry.
lately. For the past few weeks, he's been following me everywhere.
Christ.
If I go into a room to clean it, or if I go into the kitchen to cook something, I will look up and there he is. Just staring at me. Just hiding. Half hiding behind a door. And this just keeps happening. And I demand to know what's going on and ask him to tell me what's happening, and he refuses to speak to me. You know, I don't think he's talked to me in weeks. And then, yesterday, I was hanging the wash outside.
Sherry, stop. You're just scaring her.
I was outside by myself, and I was hanging up the laundry, and I suddenly had this overwhelming feeling that he was standing behind me. Which is probably true, right? I haven't had a moment's peace. And so I just stood there, and I tried to will myself to let go of that feeling, thinking I cannot possibly live in fear of my own son. And I gathered myself together, and I turned around to go back into the house, and my shoulder bumped against his shoulder because he was standing not more than an inch behind me. I think he was holding his breath.
I haven't seen any of this. Not once. I think you're shaken up by what you saw in the barn this morning, and your mind is working hard to make sense of everything.
But that's not all. You have been waking up every morning at 3 a.m. to go check on Ben in the barn for the whole week. And you won't tell me what the hell you saw.
I haven't seen anything.
What was he doing up there, John?
fun in it. If he's going to be up all night, I'd rather he be in our barn than God knows where. We all did strange things at that age.
What is he doing up there, John?
I don't know how to describe it. Maybe he was praying, but not in the way that you or I would do it, and not in the way that we taught him.
What do I do, Joey? I don't know what to do. How do I get out of this?
I can't breathe. I need to open the door.
No! What we need to do is keep our heads and figure out where he went. He could be home right now in his bed after a wild night escaping from whatever attacked them in the barn.
This isn't some sort of adventure story, John. Our son ran off with that girl, or he ran off after he... I allowed this to happen.
Why don't we call Mrs. Dobson? Maybe this Rebecca girl has showed up already.
Will we go to prison too if we allowed this to happen?
You can call her. You've got her number, right?
Oh God, Joni, please, please help me. I don't know how to go through these things. I've never talked to a lawyer in my entire life.
I can't do this. This is a nightmare. I'm dreaming.
What are you doing?
I'm going home. I'm going to cook dinner. I'm going to feed the chickens. The chickens don't care about my legal problems.
Legal problems? That's what you're worried about? Ben is missing. You are his mother.
And you're his fucking father. Where do you think he got this? Huh? He didn't get this from me. He didn't get this running around hurting little girls from his mother.
You shut your fucking mouth. You never say that. You never say that about me, and you will never say that about your son. Sit your ass down now. Give me Mrs. Dobson's number. Give it to me. Give it!
Hello, Mrs. Thompson? Hi, Ben? What do I owe the pleasure? You sound strange, sweetie. Is something wrong? Where are you right now? Okay. Would you like me to call your parents? No. Okay. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Yes, I know. her. She's a sweet girl. Okay. And then what happened? You can tell me. What happened up in the loft?
The horror. Well done, my friends. Fantastic.